Good afternoon, everyone. How's everybody doing? Great. My name is Dan Stoltz. I'm a proud member of the ICE Board of Governors, and this afternoon is really an exciting day for sure, and I just want to say thank you for attending. So on my notes, I wrote down 4 reasons why this is a great day. Number 1, we're here gathered in the beautiful Ordway Center of Performing Arts, and myself and many included really see this as one of the gems in downtown Saint Paul. So special thank you to the Ordway Center for hosting and helping us put together this great news event. So everybody, if you could give them a round of applause, we'd appreciate it. Thank you, Ordway. You know, second of all, I just want to thank this group right off the bat. They're going to take credit for it anyways. But we want to thank the weathermen for really providing great, very, very cold weather. Today we're in the single digits. It's been very, very cold up to this point. We've got a couple warm days coming later this week, but the forecast for the next 3 weeks looks to be very cold. So it's great news for building an ice palace and keeping that ice palace intact. Number 3, it's a great day in the busyness of his first month in public office as the mayor of Saint Paul. Mayor Carter was able to join us here today, so we want to just thank him for his time and being here with us today. So please give the mayor a round of applause, please. Thank you, Mayor. And lastly, to build an amazing and spectacular ice palace, what's absolutely critical is to have really support and partnerships. And support and partnerships really come in 3 phases, the way I look at it. Number 1, the city of Saint Paul, building this beautiful rice park. Really, the Saint Paul has been just fabulous to work with. And again, we want to thank downtown Saint Paul and Saint Paul for really supporting us. Number 2, it's about individuals, and I cannot say enough about how many hundreds of people are involved in making this ice palace a reality. I always say there's 3 things that people say, what can I do? And it's 3 things: time, talent, and treasures. There's a tremendous amount of hours and time that people are donating and giving to this ice palace to make it a reality. Talent. There are just hundreds of talents really to make this ice palace very complex, and building an ice palace. They're really giving back to make this happen. And the last thing is treasures, giving back their time, their money to really make this happen. As you know, we have the Build a Block program. I was just reported here today that we have over 1,000 people that have bought a block. And in the last 2 days, since Sunday night, I'm just touching base, but here's a couple that we received from West New York, New Jersey, Fort Worth, Texas, Grapevine, California, Bradenton, Florida, Green Cove Springs, Florida, Macon, Georgia, just to name a few. And then on top of that, when Minnesotans buy these blocks, sometimes they can write why they're buying that. And I really listed just 5 reasons that I think really touches why we're here today. The first one says, just simply, the world needs more beautiful things. I love that. Number 2, it says, I am donating in my mother's name since she loves coming to the Winter Carnival every year and sharing the experience with her granddaughters. The third one says, our entire life we have believed in the legend of the Saint Paul Winter Carnival. Number 4, it says, true Minnesotan, just simply says, we love Minnesota winters. Way to go. And then the last one says, seeing the ice palace in my youth has stuck in my memory as a very impressive sight to see. I'm glad to see it back, and I hope you can light it up when the Vikings win the Super Bowl. All right, now I got to tell you, I can deliver on most things. I'm not going to make any promises on that last one, but we hope we can do that in purple for sure. So in the last group, I just want to say thank you to the businesses. There have been many, many businesses really throughout our state that once they heard about this ice palace, they said that they wanted to be a part of it. But this ice palace is a 4,000 plus ice block structure, 6 towers. And by the way, that tallest tower out there is about 3.5 stories. The tallest tower is going to be 7 stories. So to put it in perspective, that tower that's out there now, the next tower, the tallest tower, will be 2 times the height as what you see there. Hundreds of hours in planning and building, all to showcase Saint Paul to the Twin Cities, to all of Minnesotans, and really throughout the world, really Saint Paul pride. Now all of this could not be done without really a key business partner. And that's what brings us here today, and I'm very, very excited to talk about this partner, that we will be recognizing them, a very special partnership that was formed to make this palace a reality. And this is really they've become an important contributor to St. Paul, and I'm going to let the mayor say who this is. But this palace is St. Paul Pride. This palace is all about taking the tea out of cant. And lastly, if you believe, you can achieve. And that's what's going to happen here. By the 25th, this 7-story beautiful ice structure will be built and will be showcased for St. Paul. So next, I would like to introduce to you really the construction company that really is going to make this thing happen. It's Jim Watsky from Park Construction. Could you give it up for Jim, please?
Thank you. As Dan said, I am Jim Watsky with Park Construction. I am the project manager for this project. We are very pleased and excited to have been selected to assist in building this ice palace. And when I say assist, that's what I mean, because it is a collaboration of industry, union, labor, the community. Everybody has come together to make this thing a reality, and it's amazing, and I can't tell you how tickled we are to be part of it. The structure you see behind us right now is expected to be completed Saturday night. We have 3 of the 6 towers topped. Tower 5 is the one with the American flag on top. I'm not looking behind me now, but towers 3 and 4 are the tall towers, and in a few minutes you may see a section of shoring go in, the steel heart of this thing, because the big towers actually sit on steel shoring. I get too close to the project, so I don't know what to say, although all I can say is it's amazing to see all of the trades. We have 7 or 8 different trades on site. They are working hand in glove very quickly. As you can see, they've been on just a little over a week, and it is going fantastic. And I can't tell you how proud I am of them and how happy I am to be a part of this. Thank you.
Thank you. Hang on here, Jim. Yeah. All right, so there's always a couple questions I'm going to ask Jim. I'm going to put him on the spot. So Jim, people want to know, is it easier to build in the cold, or would you rather have it to be a little warm?
Oh, I don't want warm. We play in the ice. We want it cold.
Okay. All right, second question and last question is, when this thing is totally constructed, how much will that weigh?
Okay, it's going to weigh between 3 and 3.5 million pounds. Those decks that are out there right now for the towers, they will hold about 1 million pounds of ice each.
Okay,
Thank you.
you so much, Jim. Thank you. Let's give it up one more time for Jim, Park Construction. Thank you so much. Well, again, we're privileged and honored here to have Mayor-elect Melvin Carter. It's just so great. He's a very busy man. First month, so many details, so much to do. And when we talked about this, he said, absolutely, I'll be there. So again, thank you, Mayor. And Mayor Carter, it's all yours.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, I'm really pleased to be here. Dan, Jim, thanks for all you guys are doing to make this a reality. We laughed a little bit when you said everybody's out there working hand in glove. That's probably quite literally. You know, we're the only place in the world that would take winter this cold and say, how can we make it even colder? Ice, we need more ice. The Ice Palace, having grown up in Saint Paul, the Ice Palace is always been one of my favorite traditions. You know, it's something us as children look forward to seeing, just tower above, look forward to getting a chance to go visit during the winter time. I went to college in Florida, and I will say, Dan, you missed, when you were listing those cities, I think there were some donations from Saint Paul as well. Yes. But you mentioned Florida. I went to college in Florida and was just reminded, as you said, Florida. I had a college friend move here one year for a job, and it was one of the years we were having an ice palace, and I was explaining that the ice palace was going to go up downtown, and this friend said, well, how do they keep it from melting? And I said, oh, we're going to have a long winter. I'll show you. So I'm really excited that this is here. You know, my goals for the Super Bowl have always been really twofold. One, it's been as we welcome people from all over the country and all over the world as they converge on the Twin Cities. My hope is for them to get a chance to see St. Paul and to feel the kind of warm welcome that the New Orleans Saints can say nothing about. And my second goal is so showcasing the city of St. Paul for the people who are coming from all over the world to visit this region. And then my second goal is for people who live in St. Paul, for those constituents who I represent, who may not be able to go to the game themselves, to really be able to enjoy winter and enjoy this celebration of who we are together. And this Ice Palace meets both tests. This Ice Palace, to me, contributes to both. It's something that people in our community can celebrate and get excited about and look forward to coming down and visiting. And it's sure something that I think is going to make people who are coming in town from all over the world want to see what St. Paul has to offer. So I'm excited about that. I really appreciate all of the partners who have worked on this, all the folks who are outside working hard in the cold to make this a reality for our city. That means the world to me. Everybody who's bought a brick, everybody who's participated. But I'm particularly excited that we're not just going to have an ice palace. I get to say it, right? Yes. I get to say it. It's my honor to announce the official name and thank our special partner that it's not just the Ice Palace this year. This year, it's the Ecolab Ice Palace. And as we unveil this, and I'm going to bring Chris Taylor from Ecolab, but as we unveil it and we unveil the ice that bears the name, and as we see this winter Ecolab lifted to, as this kind of core partner in our city, we're excited about that for the Ice Palace, but we also know it's a symbol of the partnership that has existed between Ecolab and the city of St. Paul. It's a symbol that, you know, Ecolab isn't just stepping forward to help us create an Ice Palace, but Ecolab has stepped forward every single day they've been in downtown, and every single day been a part of the St. Paul community to really help us build and rebuild downtown St. Paul. And I just appreciate that partnership and look forward to that continuing for a really long time. Thank you very much.
Okay, let's have a countdown, all right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go.
Yay,
Yay,
nicely
Ecolab.
done. That's beautiful. Well, thanks, Dan, and thanks, Mayor Carter. I thought when Dan started out saying that I might as well give credit to who's going to take credit to the cold weather, I thought he was going to say King Boreas.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, King Boreas is going to take credit for this. But on behalf of Ecolab and our more than 3,000 Minnesota associates, I just want to say that we're very excited to be here today and to announce our support of the Ice Palace. St. Paul has been our home since our founding in 1923, and we are really proud to be part of this great community. We love St. Paul, and we are proud to be a partner with St. Paul, and we look forward with working with the new mayor as well. We support many, many initiatives that benefit our hometown, and we're excited to be a part of this exciting Ice Palace. I will be honest, this is the first time I've seen it in about a week. I've been out of town, and it's going to be amazing. It already is. Our associates down the block, they can see it from their office. They watch daily to see the progress that's made. We walk around it daily to see what's happening, and I will tell you they'll be very excited to hear that we are now sponsoring, and it's the Ecolab Ice Palace. It's an honor to know that our name will be associated with this unique structure, and we're very, very excited that, as Mayor Carter said, the St. Paul folks that love the Winter Carnival and come downtown for this will get to participate in it, but also all the visitors that are going to be coming to town. This is going to be really exciting, and we just think that St. Paul should shine, and we're happy to be proud of it, and we're proud during this very, very exciting time to be part of it. So thank you for including us. We're honored. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, thank you and congratulations, Ecolab. And yes, just in a few weeks, we're going to have hundreds of thousands of people descending around this particular block. So again, thank you all for attending today. Thank you, Park Construction, for working with all the labor unions and making this great palace a reality. Thank you, Mayor Carter, for being here, and also Ecolab for your title sponsorship. Thank you so much.